Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to your program called Year 2020, The Unexpected for Aquarius. Now, first, I'm going to talk to you and give you the good news that the calendar year 2020 is going to be full of 40% or 35% of good luck for you. So, whatever you start in 2020, whatever you do, the progress up to 40% will always be there for you. That's your bonus. And so go ahead with this 40% to enlarge and to expand and to make changes if you want. What about the other 60 or 65%? That energy will come from your ages. And so it's important to know what ages you are going to be so that you can have more energy to help the calendar year 2020, which is already giving you 35 or 40% energy. And that's what I don't know about your ages. And so I'm going to give you some samples for you from coming from Aquarius. Firstly, I'm going to give you your good ages. And if you happen to be the ages of 22 or 31 or 40 or 49 or 58 or 67 or 76 or even 85, you're going to have plenty of good luck. Why? Because your calendar year of this 35-40% will enjoy up to 45-50% from your ages, and you'll hit the jackpot in anything that you try to do up to 80% in 2020. So you see, when the ages are good and the calendar year is good, everything doubles up so that you have that magical touch about things. I'm going to give you another sample of ages. And if you happen to be the ages of 15 or 24 or 33 or 42 or 51 or 60 or 69 or 78, you're also going to be one very lucky person, up to easily 70 or 75% good luck. In everything that you try to do, you'll have that magic touch about you. A good time to find a romance, to get married, a good time to do anything if you're of these ages. I'm going to give you some samples of bad ages so that you have to be cautious and be very careful. Now, if you happen to be the ages of 19 or 28 or 37 or 46 or 55 or 64 or 73 or even 82, be very cautious, because although you've got that 35-40% from the calendar year, yet your ages will give problems, decisions wrong, taken wrong directions, and things can go bad up to 60% or 65% in 2020 for you. So you see, a lot depends on the ages. Now I'm going to again choose some negative ages for you. Another sample. If you happen to be the ages of 16 or 25 or 34 or 43 or 52 or 61 or 70 or 79, then you also have to be extremely cautious. You can be cheated, you can be let down, you can be disappointed on a grand scale, you can have trouble from the sea, you can have accidents, so many things will happen. And although the foundation of 2020 will still be there up to 35, sometimes 40%, still you will have many, many ups and downs. So you see, ages are very important. Since I don't know your ages, one day I hope that you will consult me for a 90-minute session, which will cost you USD $50 to know your next 8 or 9 years in all areas of your life. We'll talk about that later. Now I want to talk to you about zodiac signs which are going to be troubling you in 2020. So write all this down. Firstly, you coming from Aquarius, be careful from March the 21st to April the 19th in 2020. Be also very careful from June the 22nd to July the 22nd. And be also very careful from November the 22nd to December the 21st. And finally, be cautious from February the 19th to March the 20th, all this for 2020. The good pockets of time which you can use to help yourself, because not every day, not every time, every period will be bad. The good pockets of time for you will be from May the 22nd to June the 22nd for 2020. And also from August the 23rd to September the 22nd and also from September the 23rd to October the 23rd. And I would also say that December the 22nd to January the 19th is going to be very lucky for you. And finally, January the 20th to February 18th, also very lucky. So get things right, which you couldn't get earlier. Get things right during these pockets of time, and you'll be very lucky. Now, you'll have some compatibility problems with people. I would say be careful of those coming from Aries. Be careful those coming from Leo. Be careful those coming from Sagittarius, and be careful those coming from Pisces, because the grouping of planets in 2020 of all these which I've just mentioned, they will just go against you. Misunderstandings, miscommunication, miscalculation, all that will take place. Now, what about energy forms? So energy forms are what I teach people when they have a 90-minute session with me. And energy forms I'm going to give you now to help you control your 2020 and make it better. And so colors, let's start with colors. Every time you put a color on, you open a channel of energy to the planet who controls that color. So for 2020, you coming from Aquarius, I would say wear plenty of light blue, wear plenty of dark blue, and wear a magic color that you have called turquoise. When you wear these three colors as much as you can during 2020, you'll just become luckier in every area, including your health as well. Color has all that magic to help you in every form. Now I'm going to talk to you about direction energy. And every direction we look at, we are going to face a planet or another. So for 2020, the directions I've chosen firstly are southwest, very powerful direction to help you get things right, and west also to help you get things right, and also east, which will be a magic direction for you for 2020 to get things perfectly well as well. Now regarding your health, now I'm going to say a few things which I'm a bit cautious about, that you should be cautious about in 2020. Firstly, if you're a lady listening to me, then your gynecological problems can be there. The womb and the breasts are mentioned first, and then the ovaries. A man, you'll have to be worried about your prostate gland. And you also need to worry about allergies. They will come and go furiously in 2020. And you also need to be very cautious of things like diabetes or backaches as well. So be careful of all these things, and you'll be able to then look better after yourself. Well, the bonus is that you have 2020 planets on your side, which means you have that capability of a bonus up to 40%. You just have to make another effort to win 20 or 30% somehow, and you'll be still doing pretty well enough. But be cautious, because 40% always can help you start things but can't help you finish things. So be careful what you do. Control your impulsiveness, your hastiness, and your impatience in 2020. Well, I have a 90-minute session, and during these 90 minutes, I will talk to you about all areas of your life based on your date of birth, time of birth, and looking at your palms. And with all that information, palms are very important because nobody else could ever have palms like yours. And I will tackle your 8 or 9 years, age by age, calendar year by calendar year, to make them as best as I can in my way of advising you. And I will also give you many energy forms, your lucky colors, your lucky gemstones, your lucky days, your lucky directions. I will show you how to formulate your own personal lottery numbers. I will show you how to reach that supernatural energy that you have, that I have, that everybody has, so that we can overcome problems with this contact of the supernatural energy. So I'm going to give you my email address, and here it is. Send me an email if you have questions, and I will answer them. And send me the email if you want to have a 90-minute session with me. And we'll get that on, and you'll see that you'll benefit a lot to know many, many ways of how to get the best. Even if the calendar year is good or not good for you, you'll be able to override that with all the energies I'm going to give you. It was a pleasure talking to you, and I wish you the best of 2020 in all areas of your life. Thank you and goodbye.